I am obviously extremely disappointed in the results, but it is clear that there will be a second Trump presidency. More importantly, as a black man, that this country does not deserve black women or black people, but specifically black women, because I know how heavy this is weighing on black women. And they have carried this country and saved this country too many times and continue to be the most disrespected human beings on the planet. And it, quite frankly, it disgusts me. And I want the vice president to know that her and her team did everything right in the right way. But the unfortunate reality is that this country is still steeped in racism, sexism, and misogyny. I am personally proud of her, and I know that so many others are the same. But we as a country really have a lot of soul searching to do.
Okay.
Liberal simp.
He had a lot to say. Okay.
I like him so bad to say nothing. He's had a lot to say nothing.
Go ahead.
Black women must be his voter base.
He's just trying to get some cool points, man. He's trying to get something.
That man was weak. I ain't gonna say all of them, but that one, yeah, that's pretty weak. But that goes back to what we were talking about, and I don't even know if that's a safe topic. The child situation. Is that why we got cut or what?
No, I don't know why we got. Maybe that's why we kind of got cut. But we're not going to we don't want to get cut.
Without even using the word, that's the one thing I completely align with on trial. I got kids. Mm-hmm. I feel like that should not be used as a contraceptive. That's a very rare situation when that should be applicable. And that's only rape. I'm sorry, or grapes or something else. That's it. Nothing, no other situation. Yeah, nothing else. Outside of that, it's not acceptable.
I think that somebody said that he just wants brownie points or cool points for trying to defend Kamala. There's no way that you can look at her campaign. I don't care if she had 10 days to do it. She had all this money raised. Trump's campaign was what, 750 million. She raised $1 billion, also got some of Biden's campaign money, and is still $20 million in debt and ran a terrible campaign. It doesn't matter if it was for 10 days. It doesn't matter if it was for 10 months. It was terrible. And if you look at that and think that it was, oh my gosh, it was a flawless campaign, like they were saying you're delusional. You're delusional.
That dude was just trying to get some simp points so he can get some vagina out there in Baltimore. He ain't tricking me, man. You know what I mean? There's no way you can be. You seen she got blew out. Now you want to blame the whole country? Come on, bro. Like he just trying to hold on to his seat.
Why does he want simp points? He's already the mayor. That's why I'm confused. Like why would he?
Because he wants to stay mayor.
He's in the chocolate city. He in the chocolate city, so he's trying to be able to go to the club and still. I mean, I see what you said, bro. Man, get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he.
Ava, we can't hear you, babe.
You're muted. Oh no, your audio.
Well, while we waiting for Ava, so y'all agree with me that 73% of these men that voted for her was actually simping. They're weak.
If that many of them voted for her, then yes.
Racist.
Yes, absolutely.
I just don't understand why the Democratic Party keeps running off of identity politics, but yet they're not racist. I don't understand. Like, if it doesn't matter. I don't care what color she is. If you hear this woman talk, how could you vote for her? And I'm talking about the donations. She also gave $1 million to Oprah to do a sit-down interview when she literally, Oprah has never endorsed any president ever before, and you give $1 million to a billionaire, but then you want to talk to I grew up in a middle-class family, and you want to talk to us, the middle class, but yeah, you giving money out to Glorilla and Cardi B and Oprah and J-Lo, all these endorsements y'all got. So y'all gave it just made me, I literally posted that the other day. I'm like, so y'all voted for a woman that gave out millions to millionaires. Make it make sense. But she's for the people.
And Oprah barely wanted to say anything because she know Trump got a lot on her.
And that's the thing. The last town hall that she did at CNN should have ended her career with. I don't even understand how she got one vote. I mean, if we be honest, she didn't win any swing votes. Even on the swing votes that Biden won, She did not. So the only places that turned blue are the places that, what do you know, had no voter ID laws. Isn't that interesting? So I just find it very comical. It's very comical that people voted for this woman, can't tell me any good points. Every time she talks around that she can never answer a question directly, or she cackles and laughs, or somehow needs to bring up Donald Trump.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, babe, we can hear you now. But it's funny to me. Literally anyone that voted for Kamala or was a Kamala supporter cannot say anything good about Kamala without saying something bad about Trump.
Well,
So,
I
Ty,
just
let me say this,
identity.
Ty, let me ask you this, Ty. I'm not to pick on you. Gotta ask you another question though.
No, it's all good, brother.
After you seen Glorilla, Megan Thee Stallion, and all these other women out here twerking and stuff, you can't tell me you still felt comfortable about, you know what, I'm still, you know, that's my president right there. You felt cool about you seeing all that celebrity, even though Trump has a celebrity, but it wasn't to this extent where you got known rappers who already
didn't have the whole Diddy list.
Right, you got our scum. I ain't gonna say, but kind of the scum of our entertainment represented here, especially when the thing she had in Atlanta. You seen all the older Democrats in the back, like, what is this? Megan Thee Stallion twerking. That didn't make sense, bro. Like, that's when she lost to me.
Yeah,
before the greens in the bathtub, it was
as much as I didn't want Trump to win. I'm not even I haven't even made any statements like talking bad about Trump. Like I said, he won the popular vote. He won the electoral college. Kamala Harris, you know, it's okay. It's okay that she didn't win. I'll just say that, and I'll leave it there.
But she ain't answering my question about how you feel about the twerking at the.
I think it was distasteful. I don't know what she was trying to do with it. Maybe she was trying to get new voters to come out. I don't know. I can't speak for what she did.
She was trying to seem like she was in with the hip black people.
But she was trying to seem culture.
Is what she was trying to do because the Democrats pander to small groups of people that they can instill fear into. If they instill that fear, then that group feels like they're a victim. And the Republicans aren't going to play that game. They're not playing victimhood. We're in America. We can all get what we need to get here. There's no victimhood. And so Democrats play that. And that's why they lost, because they play to these small minority groups that don't really matter in the end. You just saw that. The black vote didn't really matter in the end. And now when Republicans go forward, they don't need our vote, and they don't need the LGBTQ vote. They don't need any of those those are the small groups that Democrats pander to, and then they forget about everybody else.
That's just like the black women on the View. Like, all of them should have been pissed off when they seen the representation they were trying to show. Like, okay, look, we got these women out here twerking. Black women should got mad about that. Like, hold on now, y'all think that's what y'all think of us? You already got this narrative about our women. That's the number one thing that had them uproar. But nobody said anything. They just
I don't care. Black people's identity is black. That's it. It's just it.
She has black people around her.
Is make you feel good for being a black person.
Yeah,
that's it. We're just identity. I'm black. There's nothing else that's why we're so easy to finesse, because they know our only identity is being black.
And then when black people
they don't do that with anybody else.
More white.
As far as the video, as far as the video they showed, I pay attention to like the bulk of everything that's going on. And if you look at the media, I watch different news stations, and if you paying attention, we are now in an era where the media is trying to convince black women that everything is black men's fault. We are now in an era where the media is trying to convince black women that, look, if any of y'all ever even thinking about listening to these men, don't do it, because they not on your side. I think they're trying to tear us apart even more than what we are. It's not going to end well for any of those black women that's going to listen to that and follow that. But I do pay attention to the media, and I see in the media a lot that they are, every last CNN, ABC, MSNBC, they are all targeting black men and telling black women that look, you know, they don't care about y'all. They don't like women. They don't like y'all anyway. And I don't think it's gonna end well with them doing that. Like, I honestly believe the Democratic Party hasn't learned their lesson, And because they're still doing what they were doing when Trump was running against Kamala, and it didn't work for them, and they're still trying to do it now that the election is over. They will never get in seat again if they keep this up, because the veil has been lifted and we already see the play. And for the black woman that can't understand the play, I'm just sorry for you, because you're gonna be left over on the curb, cold and dry.
Yeah,
I don't think they care no more.
I think who they should have directed, which RFK got a lot of their votes, were white suburban mothers. That's who it should have been like a primary focus on, because I noticed that white women tend to have a bigger impact on their husband's vote, but not in the same way that a black woman will have an impact on her husband or her man's vote. But RFK gathered like a lot of the white suburban women, and they're actually like boots on the ground. Like when it comes, like they're in mama bear mode. Like that's who they're focused on. But I think that they took so much time. Like I know we ain't supposed to be reading the chat, but they were speaking like, why didn't she get Taylor Swift? Why didn't she get Taylor Swift? Taylor Swift endorsed her. And yet you have everybody that is everything negative about black culture and the black community to get up there on the stage.
That's why I said I think I feel like her campaign was very racist.
And
if you want to talk about racism, I feel like she was yes,
it was
the most
sexy
campaign I've ever seen. And then to sit around just talking about food all the time when you're supposed to be talking about important situations. Everybody know black people love to eat. We love food.
Collard greens.
We love soul food. So to be sitting around like I put a little bit of bacon,
hot
chop it up.
She brought
the hot sauce. Like it's very racist. And what's crazy is that you can tell she had Hillary Clinton in her ear. You could tell Hillary Clinton was her wingman, because
I got hot sauce in my purse.
Hillary Clinton did when she ran is the same thing Kamala did, and it didn't work for Hillary Clinton. I don't know why Kamala thought it was gonna work for her. So I feel like they trying to blame Biden, saying it's his fault. I honestly believe it's literally Kamala, Hillary Clinton, and whatever black liberal woman and whatever gay liberal men they have over there on their team that set Kamala up and caused her to lose.
Yeah,
and I think it was the DEI issue.
Hillary's speech too. Hillary's 2016 concession speech. Apparently, Kamala stole that. So
yeah, it makes was that the because I remember when Hillary Clinton went inside the church and tried to sound like she was Martin Luther King, and it didn't work for her. That was very racist. And then Kamala went and thought she was Martin Luther King. And that was very racist. I'm just like, it was just so much racism ran around this campaign. And if y'all want to scream racism, y'all should have been throwing those tomatoes at Kamala, because everything she did was it was a stereotype. I was just waiting for the watermelon to come out.
And the fried chicken.
The watermelon did come out. The watermelon did come out just at the rally. The watermelon came out. It just came out at the rally.
Can I just say though, the whole entire campaign was that she's a black woman. She's a black woman. She's a black woman. She's mixed. And I'm sorry, this is gonna sound controversial, but most black people nowadays are still going by the one drop rule. Like, because you got a little bit of black in you, you just black and that's it. Like at the end of the day, you're mixed. You like represent. You were serenaded or whatever as the first Indian Senate, but now that you're running as president, you're the first black president. Like you're just mixed. Like just say that.
No. Run is your real last name. Ehoff. There's your husband's last name. Don't
or like Barry, Barry Soto or Sorato, whatever his name is.
Y'all don't think DEI was a bigger issue?
What'd you say, Victor?
You don't think DEI was a bigger issue as to why she lost? I think that was huge. Even if you watch like media right now, Hollywood and everywhere else, she had all those celebrities come out and all of the DEI messaging. Everything Hollywood has done in the last 5 to 7 years has been a complete and utter failure.
Because it's demonic, that's why.
She ran on that. She did. She ran on it.
Yeah. It worked because the majority of Black people that voted for her. So whatever she did, it worked. We're calling her racist. The Black people loved it. Almost 80% of the Black men, and
I see the numbers. I don't believe that. I don't know.
Only 7% of Black women voted Republican.
I see the numbers, but I don't believe them. I don't know no Black man that like DEI, LGBTQ stuff on the TV on every show, and in every show we the gay ones. I don't know no Black man like that.
They don't like Trump more than they don't like any of that.
I honestly I don't trust them numbers. I don't trust them numbers.
I don't believe that shit at all. I don't believe that at all.
Because I have a question though. Why you don't believe it? We just have a man Ty basically said he voted for Kamala because he doesn't like Trump.
You know why I don't believe the numbers? I don't believe the numbers because it's 4 men on the panel.
I just don't believe.
4 men on the panel, only one of them voted for Kamala.
Right, and I don't believe
It's like that everywhere I go. The sample size is always in skew with Trump. All the time.
Bro. Listen, you are in an echo chamber. You are in an echo chamber because I was on the streets and I've done a lot of street interviews. I've done a lot of talking to people. I even have some of the street interviews on this channel, and it's got a lot of views. And what I've seen from guys that are walking around with women is that these guys that have women next to them, they are making the decision that their woman is making.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they're not doing it on their own will. They doing it because the woman next to them is looking at them crooked like, ain't you? And they be like, yep, I'm doing it.
This Punani gonna be on lockdown if you don't vote.
Black men are not the head of their household. That's why.
There is a lot of guys that say, you know, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
My wife, my household. It is a lot of guys that absolutely. Honestly, it's disheartening. It really is disheartening that y'all are in partnerships. Y'all not even in marriages or relationships. Y'all are in partnerships. Y'all are in a situation where she the head of the household, bro. It's sickening. Honest to God, is the most sickening. I can't stand when I run into a guy and I ask him a question and he look over to his girl. And I'll be like,
can I answer?
The fuck is
Anton, I gotta say that not to cut you off, bro. I promise not to always bring up the region we in. I promise you, bro. Please, y'all gotta believe me. To me, that is a up north Midwest thing. It's not like that in the South. It's just not happening. We are hands on down here, bro. We work. We are workers.
That might be a
You're wrong.
Up north,
You're
I've
wrong.
noticed up
I
north.
agree with him.
That's why it's more up north. That's why it's more up
You're
north.
wrong. Listen. In these Democratic strongholds, and even listen, the only difference between New York and Chicago, New York and Texas, is that Texas is too big. You know what I'm saying? And New York is too concentrated to where you got 8 million people down in New York. Right. Whereas if you go down to Texas, Houston is blue.
Yeah,
Houston is liberal as fuck.
Look,
but
Houston
Texas is too big.
Look, Houston is Houston, but I'm in Tennessee. Tennessee ain't like that, bro. We are workers.
Memphis is blue.
And Memphis is trash. Nashville is blue too.
But Memphis is a central place for black people. That's the difference.
Nah, it's not that.
Yes, it is.
But look. Memphis don't really hold no weight in Tennessee.
It doesn't matter. But the majority of the black people that live in Tennessee is in Memphis.
Yeah, that's what's in the South.
So that means if it's blue, then the majority of the men voted
there.
That's
because no. That just means that majority of the women in that state vote. The men don't. That's a bad thing about it. I promise you.
That's worse.
That's worse. I know that's worse. But that's the truth, though.
Memphis, Houston, Dallas, Atlanta, all of these motherfuckers are sassy.
Yep.